To start off, the system notation for a backdash cancel is back back, down back, back back, down back, and so on. Basically you do a backdash with back back, then cancel the backdash near the end of its animation with a down back, and then cancel the crouch again with another backdash. Now, on Japanese and Korean sticks, you should definitely not think of the inputs like the system notation. This is because on these sticks, if you do the down back input and release correctly, it will actually register as a down back back with one back input buffered already. This has to do with stick technology. To explain it shortly, it's because if you do the release correctly, the down micro switch of your stick will be released slightly earlier than the back micro switch, giving you this buffered back input. So on these sticks, think of the notation like back back, down back, back, down back, back, down back, and so on. Because with this technique, if you do the release correctly, you can actually do a backdash cancel with only one conscious back input between the down back inputs. Now, on one player side, I typically do my back inputs with my thumb and down back inputs with my fingertips. Something like this. Now, what makes backdash cancelling with sway characters a little different is the fact that with these characters you need to pay close attention not to input a down input by accident before the down back, because if you input a down before, even if you just slightly touch it and then slide to down back, if you do that and later input another back input for a dash to come out, it would result in you getting a sway. So obviously sway doesn't have good recovery at all, and you can cancel it with another back, so it would really ruin your backdash cancel. To avoid this, start out slowly, possibly with command history on. I will show you this in a second. Start out slowly, input everything correctly, pay close attention on your inputs, and then work your way up from there. Now with command history on, you can actually see if you do it correctly or not, because here underneath you see your inputs, and for a correct backdash cancel you don't need any down inputs. You should have only back and down back inputs in there, something like this. As you can see below, there's just back inputs cancelled in the middle with down back inputs, nothing more. Timing is vital to this technique. Many people that just started to do backdash cancelling, to learn stuff like that, learn advanced movement, they think they need to do the inputs as fast as possible, which is wrong, because obviously if you cancel your backdash with down back too early during the animation of the backdash, you will cancel the dash too early, hence resulting in a backdash cancelling that doesn't really use the full potential of this technique, because obviously your dashes are all shorter and overall you wouldn't backdash as fast as you could. So try to experiment a little bit with different timings. Don't just go there and do it as fast as possible, something like with all short dashes where you can barely see a dash coming out. Sit there, experiment with different timings until you find the right one. Actually the right timing would be this. I can show you the difference by letting Lee do his missed step. This would be a too fast backdash cancel. As you can see, you don't really move back, well yes you do, but not as much as you could with this technique. So now I try to do it a little slower. I try to cancel the dash a little later, and you will see the difference. See how the distance becomes greater. Now on two-player side the thing is a little different, obviously, because you can't use your fingertips anymore for the down-back inputs, but you have to use the palm of your hand and the beginning of your fingers. Now what I do to avoid quarter cycle back inputs by accident is I do backdash, the first one with two back inputs, then from the back input slide the stick down to down back without letting it go, release it and do another back input. So basically it would be back back to initiate, down back, release back, down back, release back, and always from the back input slide it down. Don't release and do down back, because that could result in a quarter cycle back input. So it looks like this. Well, let me say that backdash cancelling is a very important technique in Tekken, if not the most advanced movement technique. It's really good to know, lets you do nasty things, lets you backdash really fast, create and punish whiffs, obviously, space better overall. I really recommend learning it. Now, as you have probably guessed from my vid, I'm not an expert in backdash cancelling generally. I hope my vid helped you nonetheless to practice it and to get better at backdash cancelling. Thanks for watching.